It's always better to buy than to rent a home.
At 48 and a quarter,
Or so I've been told.
That's what I heard from my folks was, don't throw your money away on rent. Just don't do it.
But renting may be the new buying. Why buy an iPhone when I can lease it from Verizon? Why buy albums when I can stream music on Spotify? The idea of buying a DVD when I have Netflix just seems downright ridiculous. And with interest rates rising, could renters be onto something? I'm one of many people asking, to rent or to buy? This is At What Cost? In the past few years, homeownership rates have fallen to historic lows. 20% of all renters say that they have no interest in owning a home, up from 13% in 2016.
We've gone from actually 11 million rented homes in this country to 16 million rented homes in this country. So it's about a $2.5 trillion market.
So let's see how this market has changed.
As an economist, do you view buying a house as an investment?
It is a form of an investment, not necessarily the best investment, depending on the individual. The first thing that stands out is the mobility of the potential buyer. If you're highly mobile and you might want to be thinking about, well, I'm going to take a job in Atlanta this year, perhaps I'll move to New York the next year if the opportunity presents itself. Highly mobile folks are much better served to rent and reinvest.
Sales of new single-family homes in the U.S. dropped 5.5% from the previous month, following another decline in August. It's the lowest rate since December 2016.
Mortgage rates are at about 5% now for 30-year fixed mortgages. So when interest rates rise, so that 1 percentage point increase is equivalent to maybe adding, 14 or 15% to the cost of that house on top of whatever home price increases there've been. So that rise in mortgage rates for somebody who was looking a year ago and now is looking to buy now, all of a sudden they can afford a lot less house than they could before.
While home values have risen, income values haven't kept up.
So if you have a lot of credit card debt, for example, and then on top of it student debt, and then you're buying a house that has with a big mortgage, your debt to income ratio is going to be really high, and a lender might say, no, you can't give you a loan based on that.
But that's not to say that there's no benefit to buying a home.
The benefits of buying is that if you're not a great saver, this is one way to discipline yourself to being a great saver. It just works that way. You have to make that mortgage payment as opposed to renting and spending the difference on beer and cookies. That's not advisable at any level.
But there are other factors to consider when it comes to buying a home.
Taxes, I assume, are a factor too.
Absolutely. People are very afraid of the increase of interest rates. But I think right now there's actually an opportunity because interest rates are still low. A lot of economists expect interest rates to increase over the course of the next year. But today, you can still get a mortgage for a great price while home prices are dropping.
I would be very careful with any purchases right now. But interestingly enough, the markets that are the most overheated right now are pretty much the markets that did not have the dramatic problems in 2008. Dallas, Denver, and Houston pretty much survived the bubble, and now they are the most overheated markets in the country.
So what's the answer? Should I rent or buy?
I would say to millennials, I think you have to make the choice. You've got to weigh, do I like amenities? Am I a great saver? And do I really want to be very mobile because of job opportunities? And you have to make that personal evaluation, whichever is best for you. At least now you can be more informed as opposed to don't throw your money away on rent, never rent when you could own. Those are just heuristic sayings that drove behavior. Now we're trying to let people be a little bit more informed about their decisions.